My dearest friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Kaija from Heart to Heart, an intuitive channel, and I support others on the healing journey, and I'm much more than that as well. I'm back with an intuitive guidance reading for the energies of the full moon taking place in Leo on the 28th or 29th of January, depending on your time zone. It is the first full moon in 2021 and a powerful one. And it's in Aquarius season, not in the sign, because the sign is Leo. Venus conjunct Pluto and the Sun conjunct Jupiter opposing the Moon. Don't give energy to old stories, is telling us this planetary constellation. The next new moon will take place in Aquarius on February 11th. And we have another potent event in the sky. Mercury will go retrograde on the 13th of February. And I will talk a bit more about this in the reading. So, I would like to make an announcement as I will do another cooperation with Antoinette Thompson from To Become One in February. On a Sunday, we will figure out the details tomorrow, and then I will give out an announcement for another live card reading, numerology, color reading, giving you supporting colors with a focus on your purpose. So you will find soon all the informations for this live free event on my page and on the page from Antoinette from To Become One. So the energies of this full moon will unfold fully in the next 2 weeks until the new moon in Aquarius. And I feel them already. So I do this reading on the day of this full moon. And it was a, highly emotional charged day for me with with a lot of range of emotions, a lot of sadness and heaviness coming up as well. And I think it will go on a bit like this for me, for sure, maybe for you as well. I will read you the informations now. So the topic is, as I see, like putting in a phrase all what I got while I was painting. Reconcile all contradictive parts in yourself and love yourself in all this richness that is you, unique being you. There were already so many informations for this full moon in Leo coming up before I started to paint. There are 2 dominant energies coming up in February, or under the influence of this moon. To relax, to step back, to rest and reset, taking time out, and to go in action in the right moment, to grab the opportunity to contact someone in the right moment. And you can only see now when the right moment is, out of a relaxed state. That will be a challenge, as all is accelerating now. Think of the lion, the animal, the king of the animals. The first image coming up for me is seeing him lying in the sun, in all its majesty, relaxing, with his lion queen on his side, quiet, sleeping, nothing's to fear, as he is the king of the animals. And then the other side of him, the hunter, very strategic, powerful, observing the animal he wants to hunt, knowing when it's the right moment, then he attacks with grace, flexibility, and very, very fast and powerful. You wouldn't think that he can be that fast, seeing him relaxing in the sun. Every one of you having a cat will know these two parts. On one hand, this cute little pet, sleeping a lot, enjoying to be stroked and caressed so much, the master of relaxation and surrender. And then the killer as well, the wild one, hunting mice and other little animals. The eyes become white and dark, the whole body, the whole being and attention, attacks in the right moment. It might be your hand as well. And then the hunt itself with so much joy. Cats play with their victims before they kill them. What seems for me, loving all the animals and being vegetarian, very cruel. The cat is doing that because the meat of the animal becomes softer when it is saturated with adrenaline, what for sure happens in its fight to survive. The cat is not hunting for fun. It is hunting out of a survival instinct. The cat hunts to have something to eat, as the lion as well. And the cat enjoys the whole process of hunting. She has so much fun playing with the animal she will eat later. That's what we can learn now, or that's what this full moon is inviting us to enjoy the process of our actions consciously, to be here in the present moment and have a look what we need to enjoy, what we are doing out of a relaxed state and balance for sure. When we are permanently stressed, running behind life, it's easy, sad to enjoy our actions, but how to do that? Have a look where and when you can step back, recharge your batteries. Maybe just for 5 minutes daily, sitting in the sun, feeling her warm and loving energy on your body, breathing, nothing else. Leo is ruled by the sun. It is his source. The real lion is lying in the sun to recover from the last hunting and to prepare for the next one. And here and now in our daily lives, it is not about hunting, but about our daily tasks, projects we would like to realize, relationships, being a mother, a father, a lover, a friend, a daughter, or all these at the same time. How to come to this joy? How to come to enjoy no matter what you do, even enjoying goes through painful processes. I will start to paint now. I already have a vision of a moon that is shiny, with the aura and the heart in the middle and the center. Let's have a look how this will materialize. I was asked to paint a dark blue, nearly black circle around the moon first, before she can become her shining aura. The light needs the dark to become visible, and vice versa. The dark needs the light also to become visible. As I feel it, this moon in Leo is all about contradictions and different poles. To become visible, to feel them, to accept them, and have a look how we can integrate them and reconcile them in us, coming in a balance in ourselves with these parts that seem so contradictory in us. No matter how much we have already worked on our healing, on integration and becoming light and love, We are still human beings with our histories of trauma and pain. We are still souls bringing in trauma and wounds of many lifetimes. So what if your trauma, if your pain and wounding out of lifetimes and your childhood in this lifetime makes you to what you are now? This amazing, unique and whole being you are. This human being with tons of compassion for the suffering of others because you know the taste of pain so well. This is a full moon. It needs the light of the sun to be fully visible. Without the sun, we wouldn't see the moon. The ruling planet of the Leo is the sun. For me, a masculine energy, energetic, powerful, radiant. The moon has for me a feminine quality. They are both in full power on this full moon, showing polarity, abundance, with the different qualities, fire and water, power and emotions, in the sign of Aquarius, an air sign. And a lot of planets are still in Capricorn, an earth sign. All elements are highlighted under this full moon, all parts in us energized and illuminated. What if you surrender like the lion, lying the sun? What if you relax in all what you are, giving up the fight against parts of you that still hurt, that are not like you would like them to be, like you would like to be? And I don't mean to accept and going on to sabotage yourself, for sure not. Just first of all, accepting and loving all these parts of you in you that are now standing in your way. Seeing them like little children who never have had the experience of being loved unconditionally. For sure, they act and react strange, as they feel wrong. They are in a permanent survival mode. Joy. What I am talking about? How could those parts, children, enjoying life when they don't feel welcome, when they don't have a place to just be how they are? When we decide to heal a part, a pattern, a wound in us, we give ourselves the information that something's wrong with us, that we are wrong as we are. Something we have heard and or felt as children so often, and then repeated later in our lives so often. Isn't it enough? Haven't we heard often enough and foremost felt that we are wrong as we are? Do we have to tell this any longer to ourselves? The energies of this full moon are supporting us to become aware how we talk to ourselves and training us consciously to change the tone of our self-talk. It needs discipline and a lot of awareness to change this, to be lovingly in our thoughts with ourselves, especially when life isn't happening as we would like it to be, or when we make an error, when we are not only light and love, but more anger, frustration, rage, fear or sadness, or whatever. These are the moments we need our own love the most. Mercury goes retrograde on the 13th. Retrogrades bring back unsolved conflicts and relationship issues from the past. I read a post that this retrograde confronts us with our mother wound. For sure, a wound of our past. I process this a lot since some time, layer after layer, as it would have been obviously too much to deal with it on one time. It is one of my core wounds, having an impact on all my relationships until now. So, this is frightening a bit, to be honest, that this retrograde will highlighten this wound. And on the other hand, it is perfect as it will support my process. And it is such a good reminder for me to become the best and loving mother, and for sure all the father for myself, for these deeply traumatized parts in me that are in a permanent survival mode. To get in contact with them, asking what they need, and most of all, to love and accept, see and acknowledge them, all what they never have experienced and are deeply longing for. Instead of not wanting them once more and being hard and judgmental with these parts, with myself. Nothing's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with you. All your experiences until now have shaped you, have made you to the amazing and unique human being you are today. That beautiful soul, that loving heart in a human body. Make it like the lion after the hunting, laying in the sun. Take some time out to digest, to process, until you are called to go in action again, to do, to create, to be, to follow the calls of life. Life is happening in waves, like in the ocean. A wave is building up, going to its peak. It culminates, breaks, and then the water is going backwards. Before the next wave is building up, there seems to be always a short moment of standstill. Meanwhile, under the surface, the power and the streams are working up and building the next wave. Our life is following this rhythm as well. We can't process and go in action at the same time. Without processing, no progress. Without progress, no action. Then coming back to process the action, to make your next step, like the waves. So, be the wave, be the lion, be the moon, be the sun. And laugh, laugh, laugh. All what you are, the richness and abundance, all of what you are, your love, your light, and you are so much more. Be and shine on. Well, these were the informations I got while I was painting. And to be honest, I'm once more amazed. I'm really often I sit there and I write down, and I'm wondering. It's like childlike wonder and maze about this wisdom coming through, having just like chosen me like a channel. I like so much how these informations are like explaining the process we can go through to come step by step into the joy of enjoying everything and stopping to judging ourselves. What's a huge progress, and it needs time and patience, so much patience with ourselves. And maybe you can imagine how much you wished like a child that your parents or the adults around you were patient with you. So be this with yourself now. Be the best, amazing parent, mother, father for yourself now. Give you this wonderful and really huge gift. I realized today, I think it was today, that I I stopped to function like I used to function, and with this realization came really, so I can't any longer function in survival mode. And there's a part of me that has no clue how to function different. There are other parts that have already experienced, but the biggest part of me has no experience to really functioning completely different. Just being like a wave, going with the streams, with this building up, going forward, going backwards, having this moment of stillness when we feel stuck, but in the meantime there's so much going on underneath what we are not aware of, or the universe is already preparing the next beautiful thing for us. And what else can I do as relaxing in this not knowing once more, and accepting that I can go back in survival mode. I think I can. I'm so rich of experience to live in survival mode that I can go back to that on every moment. And I don't want to. It's so exhausting. And for sure I have a lot of challenges at the moment with my, for example, the operator of my Wi-Fi, and I have ordered items and something is going wrong, and I call them, I want to clear it up, and then everything is becoming complicated, and I'm at the moment so, well, I just wanted to clear this up, and now all these complications. And maybe this is, a part of this is still a mirror of where I am complicated in myself. And on the other hand, I realize at the moment how complicated our system is, how everything is made to be complicated. You can't directly speaking with somebody responsible. You even don't get the number. You have to wait until they recall you, because they are seemingly so afraid that everybody would call them. And so I had a lot of conversations with people who are not responsible, trying to clear things out with them, but they are not capable because they, have no responsibility. I will not go deeper in this, because this is on one hand really annoying, and it shows me that our system is really, in Germany you say there's a worm in it. There's something really not in order with the whole system. And yes, so I have to be patient and lovingly with this as well, and with my impatience and my not understanding in myself, and my wanting to solve things direct, clear, honest, and making the experience, it is not possible, not for this moment. And then giving up and surrender and going in this lion mode as well. What means not to completely let go, or not doing anything, but not insisting of wanting it like I would like to solve things, when the people on the other side, on the other phone side, wherever, is not able or don't have the responsibility to say, okay, let's make it easy. So we still have to go a lot of steps in ourselves. In every step in ourselves, every part of us that we can love more in ourselves will make the world a more loving place. You don't do it just for yourself, you do it for the whole world, and there's so much beauty in that. I stop it here. I hope you're doing as well as possible. I'm processing a lot. If you have the feeling you would like to get support, a personal reading or energy work or just a connection, just contact me. You find all the contact informations in the description box here on YouTube, on Facebook and on Instagram. And I send you love. I send you tons of love. I wish you the best. Bye, Kaija.